Hello, gorgeous. Welcome to the Soul-Led Millionaire podcast. In this show, I will teach you how to manifest the life of your dreams and become a soul-led millionaire yourself. We will go deep on all things money, mindset, manifestation, self-love, spirituality, and more. I can't wait to bring you this content. So sit back, relax, listen in, and let's get into today's episode. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to day 5 of the Manifest It All 5-day free course. How are you doing? I hope you're well, and I hope you have been enjoying this course for the last 4 days, and I hope you've done the homework. It's very easy, but it's life-changing homework if you stick to it, right? So we're moving into day 5, and before we get started, I, of course, want to tell you once more about Money Mindset School and the first birthday that we are having for it, and the celebration that we're having is that for the next 24 hours, you still have the chance to sign up. And when you do, you will get not only everything that comes with the membership, Abundant Circles live sessions, 21-day challenges, journal prompts, expansion assignments, so much more. Plus, you also get 5 big courses that people love. They're super popular, valued over $500, which is the Awaken Your Inner Money Magnet, Manifestation Mornings, Magnetic Money Mantras, Accelerate Abundance, 21-day challenge, and Become Abundant as Fuck. And there's just 24 hours left to sign up for that deal, that promo. I would love to see you inside. You are going to get massive results, and you're going to get to meet all the other amazing members who are already getting massive results and completely changing their experience, relationship, and reality with money. Okay? I can't wait to see you in there. Head to the link in the description box, and I'll see you there. Okay, so day 5. Day 5. What is it about? Well, I think there's really only one more thing to talk about, and that's sealing the deal, ensuring that you manifest it all. And how you do that is through what you might know as inspired action, but I want to talk about it as bridge of incidents, because there's a slight difference. I've been in this industry a while, as I've said so many times, and I understand that there's a fundamental difference between inspired action and a bridge of incidents. Inspired action is like when you feel inspired to take action, but a lot of people get it wrong. A lot of people think that because they have manufactured the way, through their mind, maybe they've been constantly thinking about it for God knows how long, and they have thought about it so much that they now think that this particular, strategy or thing to do is the inspired action. It's actually not, right? It's actually not. And I did this so many times. So, for example, like say you wanted to lose weight. Let's say that's your big goal, the thing you want to manifest right now, but you want to manifest it in a really easy, pleasurable, fun way where you don't even feel like you're doing anything. It just feels like the weight is magically falling off you. Then you go and watch a bunch of videos on YouTube where people have lost a ton of weight, and they show how they did it, and they went on a specific diet, or maybe they did intermittent fasting, maybe they did a specific YouTube workout from a fitness influencer, and they really committed to it across 6 months, and it was really hard, and they did a lot of vlogs, and and a lot of them, they were crying and they felt really defeated, and they shared about how tired they were all the time and how hard it felt. And through that, you start to gather, a perception about how it's going to be. And so you think, even though it's inspiring and you really love that and feel really good for these people who have gone on this journey and made it happen, there's a part of you that's like, I don't really want to do that, but that looks like the only way that I have to. And so as it percolates over time, you kind of become more okay or more accustomed to that idea of doing it that way, like going on a diet or cutting down your calories or following a specific method of training, whatever it is. that you come to a point where you think you're taking inspired action by following a similar plan. Like maybe you've pieced together things from those particular videos that you liked, and now you think that's inspired action. It's not. It's not. Inspired action is fucking easy. Inspired action isn't even action at all. Like you don't even know that you're taking the inspired action when it happens, right? That's what inspired action really is. But like I said, I do like to call it a bridge of incidents, which I've learned more about as I've delved into the work of Neville Goddard. So what bridge of incidents is, it's a series of things that occur in order for your manifestation to come to you, right? So maybe you really want to manifest 5-figure months or 15K months. Maybe that's your goal. If you were wanting inspired action, you would be living in the end, being in that new story, being in that new reality that you now make 15K months. It is easy. It is done. This is your reality. You have a totally different way that you show up. You feel different. You feel more secure. You feel more relieved. You feel more relaxed. You lead through your life with a different sort of perspective. You see everything as abundant, right? That's living in the end. And as you live in that end, because you are living in that story, choosing that new self-concept and starting to reinforce that new identity as who you are now, a person who makes 15K months, a series of events start happening in order for that to occur, right? You don't create the events just happen, and often you don't even know that that's what's happening. You don't even know that the action is taking place because it's truly inspired. It's a series of events that happens. So for example, what I mean is you've got your goal, 15K months, you're living in the end, living in that reality where it's yours, building that self-concept that you are now a person who makes 15K months. And then without even paying attention, you have an email sitting in your inbox from someone who has reached out asking you to be a part of their bundle program. You might have seen like different toolkits and bundles across the years where a ton of different entrepreneurs bring in, like contribute like one of their courses, and I think they sell it for a low price of like $100. And then whatever you sell, you get like a, I don't know, 80-90% commission on it. And it sells really easy because it's $97 and you get like 100 courses, right? So say that comes through and you don't even notice it really. You don't even pay attention to it. You haven't checked your emails in a couple of days, but then you hop on and you see this email and you're like, oh, that sounds cool. That sounds really fun. I will put my name forward. And then you offer one of your courses. You then get all the promo details and you sell it to your audience just for fun because it seems like fun. It seems like a really great deal and you really wanted to give your audience this, right? And then lo and behold, you make over 15 grand from it. That can be inspired action or a bridge of incidents. That is what true inspired action is. It comes to you and sometimes you don't even recognize that it has until a little bit later and you're like, what? I didn't even know that was happening. So that's how I want you to start looking at inspired action. If you are having to try to have inspired action, it is not inspired action. I have talked about inspired action before, I think in a podcast, where you listen for the guidance and advice. And you absolutely can do that. But me, like for where I'm at now, I much prefer it just happening without me having to try to do it. I like just living in that end. I like creating that inner world where I'm there. Like I'm so there that my physical 3D reality doesn't even really matter. It doesn't matter what's showing up in it because I'm so in this inner world because that's the real world where everything I want is mine. And then I actually see it happen out in the physical world. And I didn't have to do a thing. I just remained here in that inner world, that new self-concept, that end state, the outcome, the end. And it happened out in the 3D without me lifting a damn finger. Or I was lifting fingers and I didn't even realize I was. So I understand this as well. I heard, it was one of my friends who met her husband in the most random way. So she was looking for a man, I guess, and she was on the dating apps and no one was kind of coming up that she was kind of interested in. And she was like, maybe I should like get off here. And she was ready to. She she was going to like cancel her membership. I don't know how they work. I haven't been on them. But she decided she was going to cancel. And then that day she went shopping with her mum somewhere far from where she lived. And when she was at the mall, she happened to match with someone that she had, I guess, swiped. Is it right on? Is right the one where you like the person? I don't know. Well, she swiped the way in which you would want to match with the person. And that person actually matched with her as well. And so they got talking. She was like, oh, he's quite cute and stuff. And they were texting a bit. And he was like, why don't we meet up? Like, let's meet up this weekend for dinner or something. And they did. And he said when they met up that he never goes on the app and he doesn't allow it to be far from his home. So I think you can change, like, I think the distance of where the people are. And she said she never goes to that mall, but she happened to go that day because her mum wanted to go to that mall. And they happened to match at the right time. That's pretty inspired action, if you ask me. So it was inspired to do that, but she had no idea that she was taking action to meet her husband. Oh yeah, by the way, they went on the date and then they got married, like continued dating and then got married, and I think they have 3 kids together. So she didn't know that that was going to happen. She wasn't trying to make it happen. She was just going shopping with her mum, and then happened to swipe on a cute guy who swiped on her, who she would not have been able to swipe on him or match with him, I guess you could say, unless she was there. And that was a place she never usually went to. So pretty cool, right? Bridge of incidents. Inspired action. So that's how I want you to look at your inspired action. I want you to start thinking about the fact that you don't have to take action. You don't. Your only job is to persist in the new story, the new end, the end that you want to be living in. That's actually your only job. Everything else will be taken care of. Everything else will rearrange and shift for you. All you have to do is continue being that person that you want to be, with that life, with those things, with that reality that you want. That is it. That is it. So, how do you actually apply that into homework? Great question. So what I want you to do is, because this is more about what comes to you, I want you to really drench yourself in this story, this new reality that you want to be having. I want you to focus on it. I want you to live there. I want you to visualize, constantly have imaginal scenes of you living this life with everything that you want. Exactly what you want. Not some of it, not part of it, not a little bit of it, all of it. I want you to be there. Be there. Anytime something happens in your reality that goes in the opposite of it, you come back within immediately and you decide, no, that's not true. This is what it is now. This is the truth. This is what I want. This is how it gets to be. This is who I am. This is how it's going to work. This is my life now. This is how I feel. These are the things that I tell myself now that I'm here. And this is how it is. This is what I choose. This is my true reality. The physical 3D is just a reflection of whatever is going on within. So this is my true reality. I'm creating it now. And then I want you to stay there. Stay there as much as possible. And trust that the longer you stay there is when the inspired action and bridge of incidents will begin to occur, right? But like I was talking about the other day about half in and half out, if you're half in, half out, the opportunity for that to happen can't, or it takes much longer because your energy and your focus is constantly swinging between 2 different realities, right? I want you to stay in the reality that you want. And then you will see so clearly, maybe not when it's occurring, but after it occurs and you've manifested what you want, how the bridge of incidents unfolded, how you were able to manifest what you wanted, how the inspired action came through and you didn't even realize you were taking it. It was so easy. It was fun, and it was exactly what you wanted. It was exactly the experience that you wanted. Okay? So my love, that is us for the Manifest It All 5-day course. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I had so much fun with you doing this course. It is something I've been wanting to do a while, because I've always sort of focused more on money, but I wanted something that was really broad, that you could bring all of your desires and all of your goals to and apply this formula to them. because whatever it is you want, you can absolutely have it. And if you just do what I've taught you to do in this 5-day course, you are going to start manifesting a fuck ton of shit. It is going to shock you. It's going to surprise you. It's probably going to spook you how fast it starts happening when you really live here in the end. It will. And that's okay, okay? I don't want you to freak out and think, oh my gosh, what am I doing? This is like super magic. It's normal. That's how it happens. When you are fully tuned into that new state, that new reality, that new self-concept, it can't not happen because you are now a person who lives in that, who expects that, who has normalized that. Okay? Okay, thank you so much. And one last time, Money Mindset School, the first birthday promo is closing really, really soon, and I really want to keep working with you. I would love to see you inside Money Mindset School. So would our beautiful members. You will love being in this community. Some of my members have even said it's the best membership they've ever been in. So, saying that, if you really want to manifest it all, if you want to have the money, you want to have the success, the business, and everything else that comes along with it, the freedom, the fun, the beauty, the fulfillment, the wholeness in your life, come and join us in Money Mindset School this week. There's just a little bit of time and you still get the 5 bonus courses if you sign up, plus everything else that comes in the membership. If you have any questions, DM me on Instagram. Otherwise, I can't wait to see you inside. Thank you so much for joining me in this course. I hope you loved it. I will see you again soon.